gente, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo estamos? Ya estamos por aquí. Haciendo mis moviditas. Vale, voy a recargar esta página para comprobar que todo va bien. Vale, estamos streameando. Le he cambiado el nombre a tiempo. Se lo he cambiado antes. O sea, es Steins 3, porque vamos a seguir con Steins Gate. Y todo perfecto. Voy a compartir el link por sitios. ¿Dónde está el link? ¿Está aquí? No. Colaboración tampoco. Voy a hacer esto. Vale. Vamos a venir aquí y voy a copiar el link. Vamos a venir aquí. Epa, no me he muteado. Vale. Y voy a pasarlo por aquí. Voy a pasarlo por aquí. Steins 3. Y vamos a pasarlo por aquí. Para quien quiera. Vale. Chat, vamos a continuar. Voy a abrir el juego, Steins Gate. Me está gustando mucho de momento. Opiniones generales bastante buenas, pero es lo que le he comentado a varias personas que me han preguntado. Me parece muy lento, muy lento. Sobre todo al principio me está pareciendo como que no termina de arrancar la cosa. Entonces... habrá que ver si en este conseguimos que llegar a un punto en el que pase algo de verdad, ¿sabes? Porque yo, por ejemplo, ya me he visto el anime y tal, y está bien. Pero es eso, es como que no termina de arrancar, es que no avanza. O sea, llevamos... ¿Cuánto llevamos? Llevamos casi 3 horas, 2 horas y 50 minutos prácticamente. Y ha habido 3 escenas en total. Pero bueno, también vamos jugando despacito porque el inglés me cansa. Y... Receiving mail. Pero esto ya lo miramos, ¿no? Ya contestamos al mail. ¿O no contestamos? Sí, sí contesta. Ah, pero no guardé. Era esta, ¿no? Era la respuesta que le di. Sí, joder, era esta. Voy a mandarle esa. Soy chat. Hola, Lucía, eres chat. No sé el juego, ya se me ha olvidado ponerlo. Lo iba a poner justo ahora. No puedo estar atento a todo. Estaba comentando a absolutamente nadie mis opiniones sobre el juego. Que es que va muy lento. Pero es muy bonito. Y ya está. Lucía, ¿se escucha bien? Pregunta. Llevo 3 streamings así. Espero que se escuche bien. Porque si no sería terrible. Eres streamer, tienes que estar pendiente de todo. Tú eres mod. A ti te tengo para que me avises de estas cosas. Bueno. Si no quiere estar escuchando el directo, mutealo, porque voy a estar leyendo todo el texto, entonces quizá te molesta. O confieso, ¿no? Aviso, eso. I was at university all morning. As I returned to Akiba, the heat is now becoming unbearable. I grab a nice coffee at the bakery inside Yodobashi to quench my thirst. While I'm at it, I guess I'll check a channel on my phone. ¿Cómo se dice arroba en inglés? Voy a buscar eso. ¿Qué coño he hecho aquí? Vale. Arroba English pronunciation. No. Vale. Pronunciation of arroba. Arroba symbol. Joder. How to... Aquí. Of the at... At... O sea, está el ampersat, pero el ampersat no es este. Es at. At symbol, es at. Se pronuncia at. Loco, vale. Pues ya lo sabemos. Vale. Pues se pronuncia at. I mostly forgot the cool board. The Future Technology Board and sometimes the Physics Board. Sí, esto es un poco como 4chan o Reddit, más 4chan, por lo que pone. I searched for threads on the mass disappearance phenomenon or Magise Curious stabbing, but turned up nothing. So were those hallucinations after all? When I pick a Jekyll board, I find posts in multiple threads from someone claiming to be John Titor. Wait, John Titor is back? Ha vuelto John Titor. John Titor... Voy a hacer... Vale, ahí está. Es que siempre tengo el problema de que cuando streameo tengo que poner el juego alto para que se escuche bien en el streaming, pero luego yo lo escucho muy alto y eso me provoca, pues eso, problemitas del oído, ¿no? Pero si me bajo el sonido de los cascos, vosotros lo seguís escuchando igual de alto y yo lo escucho más bajo, así que de locos. John Titor appeared on an American BBS 10 years ago claiming to be a time traveler. Sí, bueno, quien no conozca a John Titor, un poco friki, ¿no? He claimed to have traveled from the year 2036 in order to obtain another computer, the EBN 5100. His claims started quite a storm among the BBS denizens. No sé qué es denizens. A ver, vamos a ir buscando chat así aprendemos un poquito. Denizens. Ah, habitantes. No había escuchado esa palabra así en mi vida, pero me parece bien. Titor also made several accurate, if fragmentary, predictions of future events. The start of the Iraq War and the spread of Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease, for example. To prove he was from the future, he explained the principles behind his time machine and provided pictures of its operation manual. But after about 4 months, he disappeared without ever revealing his identity. At one point, his prediction gained popularity even in Japan. Yes, he certainly did get some things right. But on the other hand, he missed several others. Some of his posts contradicted each other too. That's why, to this day, most people doubt his authenticity as a time traveler. So after 10 years of silence, the same John Titor is now on a Japanese BBS? Ridiculous. It's obviously a troll. First of all, John Titor is American, yet now he's posting on a raw channel in Japanese. Let's take a look at his posts. Vale. A ver, name John Titor, 2010, 07, 28. O sea, el 28 del 7 del 2010. He pensado, esto es hace mucho tiempo, pero claro, este juego salió como en el 2008. Entonces, está bien la fecha. I don't expect you to believe that I came from the year 2036. I see that everyone would like to know more about my time machine. Time travel technology was developed by CERN. They completed the first time machine in 2034. Vale, Time Traveler LOL, John Titor LOL, Kuri Gohan and Kamehameha. More details on the time machine. More details on the time machine. Y Anonymous. ¿Es la misma idea? No es la misma idea. Do they sell time machines? How much they cost? I got about 100 million yen saved. Can you send me one? Basado. Distopía. Vale, John Titor sigue aquí. CERN has a monopoly of time machines. Not even the most powerful nation on Earth can acquire one, to say nothing of private citizens. CERN used their time machine for power. By 2036, the world has become a dystopia. There is no war, no conflict. However, there is a false space founded on the complete eradication of liberty. What does LOL mean? What did you come to this time? Was the Akiva satellite crash you're doing? Wait, guys, Titor-san doesn't understand a channel Lingo. Será como... Lingo entiendo que es como... bueno, como su propio idioma, ¿no? Podríamos decir. Let's keep it simple, okay? If you know what I mean. Get a trip code. I came here to change my present. In other words, your future. My mission is to destroy certain dystopia and restore freedom to the world. This is a wonderful time you're living in. Everyone is free. But you will lose it all in just 20 short years. It is vitally important that you understand what the future has in store. What is a trip code? I might get one if you tell me what it is. You said only CERN has time machines. You have a time machine. That must mean you're working for CERN. Therefore, your goal can be to destroy CERN's dystopia. You're a fraud. QAD. No sé qué es QAD. Vamos a buscar qué es QAD. Ahora soy yo, John Titor. QAD meaning. Quod erat demonstratum. What was to be demonstrated, or which was to be proven. Vale. What's a dystopia? How can CERN take over the world in just 20 years? Look at the Middle East. You've been reading too much manga if you think you can get those guys to stop killing each other. Basado. La verdad es que basado. Who asked you to change the future? You're trying to play God? If they're promising world peace, then I, for one, welcome our new CERN overlords. Bueno. Cuestionable, de eso a Persona 5. My time machine is a prototype reverse engineered from stolen CERN technology. Compared to the time machine, its capabilities are quite limited. In 2036, the world is ruled by a single, all-powerful governing body. They control every aspect of our lives, deciding what we will eat, where we will live, and whom we will marry. There is no privacy and no choice. Anybody who dares oppose them is eliminated. There are no trials. In movies and stuff, small changes to the past cause huge changes to the future. You already changed the present by coming here. What happens if you make unexpected change? What happens if you make unexpected change to the future? Implying CERN rules the world. Implying CERN rules the world. Do you even know what CERN is? Lol. Ope is a troll. This is wow. So if we find his dad and kill him, then this time traveler Lemao will never be born and we won't have to listen to this bullshit Amira. I want to know if you can meet your past self. Can you half self-test? ¿Puedo sacarle una captura a este juego? Vale, puedo hacer F12. F12 es captura en teoría. Vale, ahí está. Me sirve. Necesito una captura de eso. You're talking about the so-called grandfather paradox. That has been debunked. This worldline has a divergence of 0.571024% compared to the worldline I came from. Killing my father will alter divergence, creating a worldline where my father is dead. However, it will not erase this worldline. I will go on existing. CERN is a particle physics research institution that hasn't changed in 2036. It is possible to meet your past self. The prevailing theory in my time is that nothing would happen. I, however, haven't met my past self. O sea, se puede tener self-test. If you're really a time traveler, then fucking prove it. Post time machine pics or get the fuck out. The many worlds interpretation? Wow, slow down, bro. Research institution taking over the world. Lord, what? Kuri Gohan and Kamehameha se llama un tío. I don't feel the need to prove that I am what I say I am. I am only posting this message on a whim. My mission comes first. What are worldlines? Can you meet yourself from another worldline? What happens if you do? Ya lo ha respondido. Let's reply. A trip code is a way to identify posters. Put hashtag password after your name. No entiendo eso. LOL backpedaling. Hostia. Post 8, gente. Worldlines are like an infinite number of ribbons flowing in parallel. Along the way, they are constantly branching out into new worldlines. This is called divergence. For example, whether or not you post this message board has practically no effect on this worldline's divergence. But if you were murdered, let's say, then divergence will change. However, it will only change by about 0.00002%, if that. A single human being's death is not truly significant on a global scale. Wars, disasters, acts of terrorism, and other events that cause widespread deaths and destruction have a much greater effect on divergence. Thanks for telling me about treat codes. I'll make sure to use this on from now on. I'm starting to get tired, so let's pick up again tomorrow. It's been fun talking to everybody. Vale, o sea, tenemos aquí a John Titor, otra vez, viajero del tiempo de nuevo. Voy a descansar un poco la mandíbula mientras bebo agua. Me cansa mucho el hablar en inglés, me tensa la mandíbula, no sé por qué. No tengo ni idea. Quizá me pongo nervioso. Es que no me pongo nervioso tampoco. Me pongo nervioso si hay alguien en el chat, pero ahora mismo no hay nadie. O sea, está Lucía, pero no me está escuchando, creo. Looks like they've already made an archive of these threads. Of course, there have been sites dedicated to the title from years now. This post closely resembles what the original title wrote 10 years ago. I've read one of the books of Titor, that's how I know. This new John Titor is clearly an impostor. There are many Titor fanatics on 8channel. Vamos a llamarlo 8channel, ¿no? ¿Era 8? ¿Era AT? Voy a buscar AT symbol. Sí, es el AT. No sé por qué es AT, pero bueno. He's not exactly a household name in Japan, but I doubt anyone will fall for this level of trolling. As I continue to read, however, I found the response the opposite of what I expected. Everyone is accepting this time traveler as if this were his first appearance. Nobody has even mentioned his appearance 10 years ago. Finding this strange, I try posting a retort, but everyone ignores me. What the hell? Puede ser... De esto no me acuerdo en el anime, esto no sé si sale en el anime, pero si sale no me acuerdo. Entiendo que el John Titor, como hemos cambiado de línea temporal, porque eso no es una sorpresa, spoiler, ¿vale? Eso es lo que pasó cuando salimos de aquel edificio enorme y la desaparición en masa y todo lo de la chavala esta a la que asesinaron. Puede ser que uno de los cambios que haya habido entre esa línea temporal y esta es que John Titor no apareciese en su momento y aparezca ahora. Puede ser, ¿eh? You can figure this out if you do a little research, people. There's the original John Titor Tweet archive in English and plenty of Titor blogs in Japanese. I entered John Titor's name into a search engine. No va a salir nada. 12 matches. En efecto. Wait, only 12? Moreover, all 12 are about the current Twitter posting on 8channel. I can't find a single trace of the Twitter from 10 years ago. Bizarre. This just can't be. I searched for information on Twitter a few years ago. Back then, I got 10 of 1000 of hits. Is this search engine faltered? I tried searching on another site just to make sure, but it gives the same result. What is this madness? It feels like I've stumbled onto another plane of reality. Will this be another organization's conspiracy? No la deja en paz la conspiración, ¿eh? Vale, un momento, gente, que voy a encenderme el ventilador, que tengo calor. These past 2 days, I've been surrounded by nothing but chaos and confusion. It's called Daru. Ah, I'll call Daru. Pensé que estaba diciendo se llama Daru, yo digo, me suena. I'll call Daru. He'll know about Chaito for sure. After all, I've talked to him about Chaito before. I only vaguely remember the details of that conversation, but I'm positive the conversation happened. By the time I dig my phone out of my bag, I no longer feel like making the call. Instead, I sent him an email on the way back to the lab. He replies with his location. By May Queen, he means May Queen plus Nian 2, a maid cafe. That is a regular there. Apparently, Thidi cat maids are his thing too. May Queen plus Nian 2 is only a 3-minute walk from the lab. Coming from Kuramaebashi Dori, take a left at Sumakoisaka Crossing and you'll find it. That's where I'm headed now. It's usually busy. It's usually busy in Akiba during summer break, but now it's even busier because of the Radican incident. The area was blocked off yesterday, but it doesn't look like they could keep the main road closed for 2 days straight. I haven't seen a single police officer today. But the Radican building still seems off limits. The entrance shutters are closed shut and sealed with yellow police tape.
謎の人工衛星墜落から一夜明けた秋葉原です。警察による規制は解除され、駅前にはものすごい数の人が集まっています。
We're here now in Akihabara the day after the unexplained satellite crash. The police barricade has been lifted, and a tremendous number of people have gathered in front of the station.
墜落した人工衛星がどこの国のものなのかについては現在も調査中とのことで、詳しいことがわかるまで撤去ができない状態です。
The satellite's origin is still under investigation. We're told that it can be removed until the authorities have more information.
警察の発表によりますと、爆発などの危険は今のところないということですが、秋葉原を訪れた買い物客や地元商店街の関係者からは不安の声が上がっています。
According to the police, the satellite does not appear to be dangerous. However, tourists and local business owners have raised concerns. The media has dozens of cameras set up outside the police line, and there are nearly twice as many onlookers as reporters, enough to fill the entire street with people. Everyone's aiming their phone cameras at the satellite-like object. So many people. Living in Akiba, you get used to crowds and big events, but a gathering of this size is unusual. I wonder when they'll get rid of that thing. I hope it doesn't explode or something. They've been letting people back into the area, so I guess there's no danger. Still, considering its unknown origin, I'm surprised there isn't more security. Pardon. Today, like always, otaku are shopping for doujinshi, import games, electronics, or whatever strikes their fancy. Aside from the scene of the Radican, it's the same as any other day. But I still don't understand what I saw yesterday. I've half accepted that the mass disappearance was just my imagination. Maybe I've become unable to distinguish reality from fantasy, like the media likes to say about teenagers these days. With that thought in mind, I returned my gaze to the street. And there in front of me stands a woman holding her phone in front of her face. Me acaba de hacer una puta foto. She took a picture. Her phone was clearly pointed at me. I tried to cover my face, but not quickly enough. I turned around just to make sure that she wasn't pointing it at someone behind me, but that doesn't seem to be the case. She's still staring at her phone. Without even glazing at me, she turns around and points her phone at some other pedestrian. Maybe she's just taking photos of everyone at the scene and not just me. But still, I need to have a word with her. The organization is after me, so I can't risk that photo getting out. Se me olvida que este tío es un chinuboy en plan todo el rato, no es sordo como delante de gente. Porque se nota mucho que delante de gente lo exagera. Y se nota mucho por su diálogo interno. Pero se me olvida que él también, en plan, se cree estas cosas en el fondo. Wait. She doesn't turn around. Is she so engrossed in her photography that she doesn't even notice me? Or did she not catch my magnificent native level English? Hey, you with the phone camera. Wait, please wait. She turns back, finally noticing me. And of course her phone turns with her. Hey, no pictures! Are you with the organization? She completely ignores my objection, and then she goes back to looking at her phone. answer my question. Are you with the organization? If she is, then I may have to take suitable measures. Se me lío a veces, tío.
違うのか
You're not?
違うとしても問題がありますよ。俺の写真を持っていると機関に知られれば、あなたにも奴らの魔の手が伸びるかもしれない。
Even so, I can let you keep that picture. The organization will stop at nothing to find my whereabouts, and they'll kill anyone who gets in their way. Ay.
とにかく今撮った俺の写真を即刻削除してほしい。
I need you to delete that picture immediately. Is she even listening?
謝る。
Sorry. Whoa, she finally speaks. Just a whisper, but it's something.
不快にさせたなら
If I upset you. She lowers her head slightly in a bow. Or at least I think it's a bow. She's been looking down all this time, so I can't really tell.
謝るより先に写真を削除してほしいわけだが。
Before you apologize, I need you to delete that photo.
風景撮ってた。
I was shooting the scenery. Her fingers dance across her phone keys with impressive speed, exactly the opposite of her annoyingly slow speech pattern.
風景を撮っていた観光客
The scenery? You're a tourist? Or is she one of the people who came to see the satellite? In that case, why did she take a picture of me? She shakes her head without looking at me.
証明。自分が今日どこを歩いたか。
It's proof of where I was today. Me gusta que el nombre vaya como aumentando cosas, no vaya cambiando. You're a strange lady.
桐生萌か。
Kiryu Moeka.
名前。
My name. I guess she's introducing herself. That's nice. But I just want her to delete that photo.
聞きたいことがある。いい。
I have a question for you. May I?
それより写真を
First, the photo.
都市伝説。秋葉原の。
There's an urban legend in Akihabara.
知らない。
Have you heard of it? An urban legend? What is she talking about? Don't tell me. There is a brilliant but insane mad scientist said to be lurking in Akihabara? And now that brilliant but insane mad scientist is the target of every assassin in the underworld?
俺はこの町に長く居すぎたのかもしれん。だがそろそろ潮時か。
I've remained in this town for far too long. I need to make plans. Akihabara, you were in such a bad town. I'm glad
幻のレトロ PC。
the Phantom Retro PC.
レトロ PC
Retro PC. She replaced with a nod or something like a nod.
秋葉原のどこかにあるらしくて、それが
They say there's one in Akihabara.
そうか。
Oh, nothing about the mad scientist. I'm relieved, but also disappointed. At any rate, this is the first time I've heard about the Phantom Retro PC.
幻のレトロ PC というとキュッパチあたりか
A retro PC? You mean like a 98? That's the first model that comes to mind. But are 98s really that hard to find? She shakes her head slightly, or something like a shake.
いいえ、これ
No, this. She turns her phone towards me. The screen shows an oddly shaped computer. It's hard to tell since the picture monochrome, but it looks like some kind of PC. It looks kind of familiar.
IBM
Esta pava es...
5100。
Esta pava es John Titor. Puede ser, me suena. Yo creo que esta pava es John Titor. An IBM 5100. An IBM 5100.
ジョン・タイターが手に入れようとした PC か。
That's the computer John Titor tried to get. Her finger twitch, I think.
見たことは
You've seen one?
ない。名前を知ってるぐらいだ。
No, I've only heard the name. Coincidence? No.
これもシュタインズゲートの選択かもしれない。
This could be the choice of Steins Gate.
詳しい人知らない
Know anyone who might know?
ダルならば詳しく知っているかもな。
Daru probably knows more about it.
そいつは俺のマイフェイバリットライトアームであるスーパーハッカーでな。 MI6 の中枢にすらハッキングできる実力の持ち主なのだ。
He's my favorite right arm, a super hacker capable of breaking into even MI6 mainframe. The MI6 part a slightly exaggeration. If that ever did happen, Men in Black would break down our door and take us away. But the super hacker part is true. The depth of his computer knowledge is uncanny. Speaking of that, I'm supposed to meet him at May Queen Class Neon 2. I don't have time to stand and chat with some crazy lady I don't know.
では
Está este para hablar de gente loca.
問題。
Well,
メディアスクラムも
I'm off. Lady Media Scrum in moderation. Estaba Agentator, cero dudas. Estaba buscando el mismo ordenador. I tried to make a smooth exit, one-liner and everything, but she grabs my sleeve before I can disappear into the crowd.
何をする？
What are you doing?
メールアド教えて
Your email, please.
何が狙いだ？
What are you after?
スーパーハッカー
The super hacker. I guess she wants to hear Darius' story. It's my fault for mentioning him. Well, I'm meeting up with Daru, so why don't just I take her along? No, wait a second. This could be a devious trap. Maybe she's really a spy to send to kidnap Daru. I'm defenseless without him. My only other ally is Mayuri, whose skills amount to costume design. Que te ayuda bastante a ocultarte, eso no estás teniendo en cuenta.
今ダルを失うわけにはいかん。
I refuse. I'll never give up Daru. I slip past her and start working faster. I glance back. She's following me. I pick up the pace, but she's still chasing me.
俺の後ろを歩くな。
Stop following me. I'm perturbed. She shows me her phone again. On the screen is a picture of me that she took.
ゲーまだ削除していなかったのか。
It just happened to light it.
教えてくれたら削除する
Tell me and I'll delete it.
この
Le sabe, ¿eh?
貴様何者だ。
You dare blackmail me? Who do you work for? I attempt to glare her into submission, but her eyes are already lowered. My glare is ineffective.
私は
She hesitates for a second.
アークリライトのバイト
I work part-time at Archery White.
なんだそれは。
What's that?
ヘンプロ秋葉原にある
An editorial company here in Akihabara. One of those companies to write articles that writes articles for magazines? Is this gloomy lady really fit for that kind of work?
貴様俺の写真を無断で記事にするつもりだな。
Wait, you plan on publishing my picture without permission, don't you? The mad scientist of Akiba unbelieved. I can see the headlines now. That silly organization will need to turn Akiba into a sea of blood. No, I must avoid that gruesome outcome at all costs. I have no choice.
交換条件に乗ろう。
Very well, I accept your terms. At any rate, as long as she has that photo, I have no way of knowing how it might be used. I pull up my email address and show it to her. Looking back and forth from my phone to hers, she entered my info with terrifying speed.
そうか。この女能力者か。
Of course, this woman is an esper. I dab her power, shining finger, her magical thumb type square signals at 255 characters per minute. Whoever received one dice. ¡No! Me lo salté. ¿Qué decía? Backlog aquí. She's done typing my address. It took all of 5 seconds. Name?
おーインキョーママッドサイエンティストだ
Hoin Kyoma, mad scientist.
どう書くの？
How is it spelled?
フェニックスの鳳凰にインそして凶悪なる真実
First Ho for Phoenix, then In, and finally Kyoma, which means a horrible truth that must never be revealed. Huh?
フェニックスの鳳凰にイン
Te voy a decir lo mismo. O for Phoenix, then In, and finally Kyoma, which means a horrible truth that must never be revealed. I repeat my perfect explanation. This is the origin of my true name. Explaining the In part of Hoin will take too long, so I left it out. She enters my name with her head tilted to the side.
こう
Like this?
なんだこれはふざけるな俺のマナをバカにするつもりか
Hoin Kyoma! What the hell is this? Are you mugging me? She lowers her head a little more. An apologetic bow, I guess.
ならば携帯を貸せ
Just hand me your phone, I'll enter it. Ay, me lo he vuelto a saltar. Chat, disculpa. She shook her head, clutching her phone with hands as if to protect it from me. Like a spoiled child who can't let go of a toy. She shields it from me with all her might. What does she think I'm going to do? Her reaction is a little depressing. Anyway, she's obviously not going to hand her phone over, so I ask for her address instead. I'll send her a blank mail. She told me her name a few minutes ago, but I forgot it already, so I enter her as Shining Finger. What am I doing standing here in the middle of the street? Let's hurry up and send her a blank mail. I don't need to type anything. Vale. It's just to give her my name. I already put her in my contracts. Just send a link email to Shane. Vale. Lo hace solo. Pensé que tenía que hacerlo yo. ¿Y si yo abro el móvil ahora? No puedo abrir el móvil ahora. Vale. She frowns while looking at her own phone. And then she gains my way. I can feel those eyes clearly saying hurry up, but I'm hesitant. I'm not sure if it's a good idea to give her my true name. But regardless of how long I hesitate, I don't think that she'll let me go until I send her the email. She sure is persistent. Looks like I have no choice but to send the email. We exchange a few words and then I get away from her as fast as I can.
おかえりなさいませご主人様
Welcome back, Master. Pero no es un 2, ¿no? No es un Nean 2, es una interrogación. Parecen... mirad. Aquí. ¿Veis? Rollo ahí a la izquierda. Pero bueno. I opened the door to the May Queen +9 plus Neon 2 maid cafe, and two familiar cat-eared girls greet me with smiles.
おかりんだ
¡Ah! ¡Es Mayuri! No me había dado cuenta por la peluca. It's Okarin. One of them is Mayuri. But here, she's calling Mayushi Nyan Nyan. Since she worked here, I stopped by about twice a month. I guess that will make me a regular customer. Actually, I've never been to any other maid cafe.
おかりんおかえりなさいませ
Welcome back, Okarin. After bowing again, Mayuri gasped as if she thought of something.
ねえねえおかりんまゆしは今気づいたんだけどね
Hey, Okarin, Mayushi just noticed something.
おかりんとおかえりって似てるね
Welcome back and Okarin go really well together. Whatever.
今日もよく来たにゃん。ゆっくりしていってね。
Kyoma, it's great that you came, yeah. Tengo que leer los nias. The other maid who came to greet me, Faris Neon, her professional name, of course, hits me with her trademark combo attack of cute cat-like gestures. She's my Queen's Nian Chu's more popular maid. Even though she and Mayuri are about the same age, she looks and acts a bit younger.
ダルニャンも来てるにゃん。待ちぼうけしてるにゃん。
Darunian's here too, he's been waiting, yeah. Daru frequents this cafe because he's got a crush on Faris. He often reads her public blog while muttering, Faris, you're so cute with himself. He's got it real bad. I keep telling him to choose either 2D or 3D, but he doesn't listen. I also have trouble dealing with this cat girl. She always finds a way to best me.
今日も期間打倒のための極秘会議かにゃ。
Are you holding another secret meeting to overthrow the evil organization, yeah?
そんなところか。
Yeah, something like that.
フェイリスも混ぜてほしいにゃ。
Faris went to join too, yeah?
やめとけ。猫耳メイドが太刀打ちできるほど期間は甘くない。
No chance. The organization isn't threatened by captured maids.
そんなことないにゃ。フェイリスにはあの非奥義があるのにゃ。きっとお役に立てるにゃ。
Not true, yeah? Faris has the perfect secret technique to help take them down.
何？あの非奥義、ついに得得したのか。
What? You finally mastered that secret technique?
そうにゃ。嫌なコーチでの修行に耐え抜き、師匠の死も乗り越えて、フェイリスはついに手に入れたのにゃ。
Yes, Nia. After completing my pilgrimage to the Kiana Highlands and overcoming my mentor's death, I finally mastered it. What mentor? Faris knows my true name, Ho in Kyuma. I've also told her all about the organization. And now she's more into it than I am. She's always the one to bring up the subject whenever we meet. By the way, this is the first time I've heard of this secret technique, or whatever it is.
だから今日も約束通りフェイリスの精霊会議に参加させてほしいにゃん。
So fairies want to participate in the spirit conference like you promised, yeah. Ah, she's not letting go. It'll take 30 minutes if I play along with her.
お前、サンクチュアリに行くというのか。
You're not suggesting we venture into the sanctuary.
ダメだ。いくら非奥義を得得したとはいえ、あの場所はお前にはまだ早すぎる。
The answer is no. Although you may understand the hidden secrets, you're still too inexperienced.
そんな約束したにゃ。にゃのに今日もは裏切るっていうのかにゃ。
But you promised, Nia. Are you going to betray me?
それにあの場所にはフェイリスのお兄ちゃんが。
My brother is waiting for me there. Since when do you have a brother? And what the hell is this spirit conference anyway? Faris looks at me with actual cheer in her eyes. I falter, even though I know it's just one of her of her cutesy acts. Whenever I talk with her, I run out of comebacks, which is really unusual for me. And then she takes the initiative, leaving me with nothing to do but listen to her fantasies. I mean, come on, you can only take it so far. There's a very clear difference between her stories and mine. Hey. As anyone can see, I speak nothing but the truth, while Faris has only delusions and made up backstory. Entiendo que me escribirá la chavala, ¿no? No, Lukaku. Escribe Lukaku. Shame on finger. Inbox, Lukaku. About ceremonies. Sorry, I don't know any ancient secrets. At least, I don't think our shrine has anything like that. If you're interested in that sort of thing, you should go to Izumo or Isi instead. Ah, I did 10 practice rooms with Samidara. Vale. Un momento, gente. Pausita. Ya estamos, chat. De vuelta me han llamado. Bueno. Quiero los contactos. Ahí está, Shining Finger. As anyone can see, I speak nothing but the truth. We first has only delusions and made up backstory. I always have to play alone. That's why I feel like I can never be scared.
なんかわからないけど
Ay, pobrecita.
マヨシーもサンクチュアリっていうところに行きたいな
I don't quite get it, but can Mayushi go to the sanctuary too? Great. No look who's joining. It's just going to get worse from here. I have to end this conversation now.
来なくていい。この話はもう終わりだ。
You can't come. This discussion is over.
今日まだけずるいにゃ
Not fair, Kyuma.
そうだよマヨシーもフェリスちゃんもダメなんてねオカリンは冷たいと思うのです
That's right. Leaving Mayushi and Ferris Chan behind is mean.
フェリスとは誰だ？
Who is Ferris?
フェリスちゃんはフェリスちゃんだよね
Ferris Chan is Ferris Chan. Right. Right. Mayuri and Ferris looked at each other and smiled. Is she talking about this Ferris? Is that her real name? Have I been mistaken all this time? That's a disturbing thought.
あのねマヨシーは言いにくいからフェリスちゃんって短くしてるんだ
Well, Mayushi has a hard time saying Ferris, so I call her Ferris Chan instead.
なんだそういうことか。
Oh, so that's it.
なんだか女学院みたいでそれも悪くないにゃ
It's like we're in a girls' school. That's not too tabby. Okay then, moving on.
いいからさっさと案内してくれ。俺はいつまでここに立っていればいいんだ。
Un momento, chat. Dame otro momentito. He vuelto, chat. Estamos de vuelta. Hola, Elder. Me han escrito, a ver. Ah, me han escrito aquí. Vale, continuemos. Show me to the table already. How long do you want me to stand here waiting?
ごめんなさいにゃ。ご主人様、ご案内にゃ。
Nya, sorry, nya. Table for two, this way, nya.
まゆし、ご案内よろしくにゃんにゃ。
Mayushi, I leave it to you, nya nya.
任せてにゃんにゃ。
Leave it to me, nya nya. If you haven't noticed, the cat mates here at McQueen plus Nyan are required to add cat sounds, nyas and nyas, to their words with some frequency. Mayuri takes my hand and leads me inside. Apparently, Mayushi Nyan Nyan is the only one who leads customers by the hand like this. It probably comes naturally to her. She doesn't even realize the effect it has on her customers, and that's why she's second to Faris in popularity at this maid cafe. She guides me to Daru's table. The tables are about 60% full. Among Akiba's maid cafe, my Queen plus Nian popularity is solid, but not booming. Considering what Faris and the other are wearing, it's more like a cosplay cafe than a maid cafe. Furthermore, the cat errors and Nyan dialect makes it less accessible to low-level otaku and freestimers. On the other hand, those same cat ears are a topic of heated debate among die-hard maid cafe fans. Maids don't have cat ears. Cat ears plus maid, tube more. These two viewpoints clash. This place is one of the older maid cafes in Akihabara, but it doesn't get much media exposure. Maybe that's what makes it more comfortable than most. At least that's what Dor says. He talks about this stuff so much that it's been born into my synapses.
おかりんが来たにゃん。
Daru-kun, Okarin is here, Nyan.
遅すぎで
Es
しょ
un armario el tío. You're way late. Seriously, man. Daru sits in front of me, but doesn't look my way. He looks upset for some reason.
それで今フェイリスさんと何を話していたか詳しく
So, what were you just talking about with Faris? I want details.
聞きたいなどうせ誰には理解できない話だと思うが
You really want to know? I don't think you understand it. Hell, even I didn't get them out of it.
ああそっち系の話か
Ah, the usual.
フェイリスさんとオカリンの会話は普通のオタじゃついていけない領域に達してるよなオーラみたいなものが出てるっつうの
Your conversation are too much for regular otaku. You guys exude an aura or something, you know?
二人だけの固有結界張りやがって許さない絶対にだ
It's like you have your own reality marble. You know I can't forgive you.
フェリスちゃんもオカリンのこと気に入ってるみたいだにゃ。
I think Faris-chan likes Okarin, yeah?
お店の子、お店に来るご主人様たち、みんな含めてフェリスちゃんのお話についていけるのはね、オカリンだけだもんにゃ。
Of all the maids and masters here, Nya, the only one who can keep up with Faris-chan is you, Okarin. I'm not even close to keeping up with her.
そんなオカリンに嫉妬なんという勝ち組
I'm so jealous, you lucky bastard.
嘘で塗り固めた女になど興味ない
I have no interest in women who dress themselves in lies.
今日のお前が言うなすればここですか
Like you want to talk.
黙れ浮気野郎めが二次元の嫁が泣いているぞ
Silence, you unfaithful bastard. All your 2D wives are coming.
ぐは 痛いところ疲れたっす。
Wow, you struck a nerve, man. Daru theatrically grabs his chest and falls onto the table. I sip from one of the glasses of water that Mayuri brought to our table.
で、ご主人様、ご注文はお決まりですかにゃ？
Master, may I take your order, Nya?
オムライス、それとホットコーヒー、ブラックで。
Omelette rice and hot coffee, black.
かしこまりますにゃんにゃん。
Coming right up, Nya Nya. After taking my order, Mayuri finds her way towards the counter as if swimming between the rows of tables. I hope she doesn't trip.
で、僕になんか用事だった。
So, what did you need? Daru asked without getting up from the table. That's right. In my confirmation with Shining Fanger and Catgirl, I almost forgot my original objective.
あと1時間ぐらいしたらラボに行くつもりだったんだけど。
I was gonna head out to the lab in about an hour.
内密で緊急の話があるのだ。
I have an urgent matter to discuss. Top secret. I lean on the table and scan the area without moving my head.
ジョン・タイターは知ってるよ。
Do you remember John Titor?
ジョン・タイター？誰？
John Titor? Who's that?
アメリカに10年ほど前に現れた自称未来人だ。お前とは以前こいつに話題をしたはずだぞ。
The self-proclaimed time traveler who appeared on the internet about 10 years ago. I thought we talked about him before.
またオカリンのいつもの設定？
Is this a new addition to your made-up backstory?
設定とか言うな。俺が話すことは全て真実だ。
It's nothing like that. Everything I say is the truth.
ああ、めんどくせえ。じゃあ付き合ってやるけどさ。
What a pain. Well, I guess I can play along.
そのタイターってやつが未来人だっていうソースは？
So what's the source of this Titor guy being from the future?
待て。なんでそんな初耳のような言い方をする？
Wait, you've seriously never heard about him before?
事実初耳だから。
Seriously, bro, I haven't.
忘れたわけではなく。
Sure you didn't just forget?
自信はないけど。
I can't say for sure.
日本でもそいつに関する本が出ている。
There are even books about him.
その本を見せてくれたら思い出せるかも。
I must remember if you show me one.
本当に何も知らないの？
You really don't remember?
人の記憶力なんて結構曖昧なもんしょ。デジタルと違ってさ。
Memories fade. We're not computers, man. This is wrong. I remember talking to Daru when you tied her back in high school. It was only idle talk, so it's possible that Daru forgot about it. Daru is quite the internet addict, but the internet lets you choose what information you want to see. There's no guarantee Daru looked up info on John Titor. If he had, I doubt he would have forgotten so completely. Is it my memories that are mistaken, or everyone else's?
だったら IBN5100 については？
Then what about the IBN 5100?
へえ、オカリンがそんな PC を知ってるなんてね。やるじゃん。
Wow, you know about that? Cool.
知っているんだな。
So you know about it.
IBN が1975年に発売したモデルっしょ。
It's the model of IBN released back in 1975. Right, that's what John Titor said on 8 channel. He traveled to 1975 first, obtained an IBM 5100, then lived to 1998.
どんな PC なんだ？
What kind of computer is it?
値段高すぎの PC だな。
The stupidly expensive kind.
黎明期だったからすげえ高くて、個人には手が出せなかったらしい。
Back when it came out, computers were so expensive that average people couldn't get their hands on them.
IBN の独自技術が詰まった。その当時にしては結構優秀な PC だったんだけどね。
It was full of proprietary IBM technology and was a pretty powerful computer for its time.
IBN は6年後の1981年に IBN PC っていう大ヒットシリーズを発売してて、そっちの方が有名なわけ。
What?
そっちの方が有名なわけ。
What?
そっちの方が有名なわけ。
What?
そっちの方が有名なわけ。
What?
そっちの方が有名なわけ。
What? Then 6 years later, in 1991, IBM launched the popular IBM PC series. Now that's more famous.
つうか僕も IBN5100 の知識はネットのウィキを見たことがあるぐらいだぞ。
Anyway, it's not like I'm an expert. This is just stuff I read on a wiki.
それが現在の秋葉にあるという都市伝説を聞いたことは。
Have you heard the urban legend that there's one in Akiba?
おうおうあるある。1ヶ月前ぐらいにネットで話題になったな。
You bet I have. Just last month there was a big talk about it on the net.
で、その噂を聞きつけたアットちゃんの有志が秋葉中のショップを探して回ったんだよ。フレパラのフレンドにゲジネって人がいるんだけど、その人が中心になってね。
Some channels heard the rumors and went searching for it. My friend on Frepara, Sister Centipede, was the main person behind that.
あの疾風陣雷のナイトハルトまで出張ってきたらしいけど、結局見つからなかったんだって。
Even the legendary Neidhard der Blitzschnell joined the fray, but they still couldn't find it.
じゃあ都市伝説はデマだったということか。
So it was just a hoax.
さあ知らねえ。秋葉にはアンダーグラウンドなショップがたくさん
No
あ
sé
る
qué es
し、
hoax, voy a
案外ど
buscarlo.
っかの怪しいショ
O sea,
ップ
me
に
lo
どっかり
imagino,
転がって
pero...
てもおかしくないんじゃね？
Truco, engaño, broma. Vale, sí. Who knows? There are tons of underground shops in Akiba. It wouldn't be strange if an IBM 5100 suddenly turned up in some hole in the wall.
ふむ。なるほど。
I see. My phone suddenly starts vibrating. A shining finger. Please reply. Wow. Vale. Okabe-san. O sea, se sabe mi nombre. Okabe-san, I mailed you as soon as I could. My name is Kiryu Maeka. I'm a 20-year-old freelance editor. I believe I mentioned I work part-time at Dark White. Sorry for taking your picture. It wasn't on purpose. I needed some shot of Akihabara for work and you just happened to be in one. Actually, to tell you the truth, I was hoping to sneak some shots of the satellite, Lemao. By the way, the picture I took was just a test, not the final shot. That's why I was using my phone. Even if you hadn't begged me to delete it, I wouldn't have posted it, so don't worry. Anyway, I should get the point. I'm really sorry for asking like this, Okabe-kun, but it would be super great if you could ask your friend, the super hacker, about the IBM 5100. I don't really know anything about computers, especially old computers. All I have to go on is that picture I showed you. I'll attach the image. Be absolutely positively sure to reply, okay? I'll be waiting. If you could, I'd be super happy if you gave me your super hacker friend's email address. I'll mail you again. It's okay to mail you again, right? Of course it is. Bye, Moega. Joder, como cambia. Y ahí está la foto, que no se ve una mierda. Oh, come on. What's with this email? Disregarding the word timing? Is this really the gloomy and sociable woman I met in front of Radican? She's like a completely different person in this email. Does she have split personalities or something? Well, I got some info about the IBM 5100, so I guess I shouldn't give her a reply. But if I send an immediate reply to a woman I just met, won't I come off as a clingy and desperate? I, Ho in Kyuma, will not be taken lightly. This is my chance to make her understand which one of us is the superior human being. Es nazi el tío. And above all, I have yet to ascertain if she can be trusted. She might start harassing me if I reply the wrong way. And besides, she hasn't proven that she's not working for the organization. Nevertheless, it could hurt to tell her what I learned from Daru. To discourage her, of course. Mwahahaha. Let's ignore it. This is out of kindness.
待たせたなだる
Sorry for the wait. Daru.
それで一つだけ確認したいんだが
So there's one thing I need to know. I scan the area with my eyes once more. Then I lean in close.
IBN5100 は世界滅亡の引き金になるアイテムなんだな
The AVN 5100 has the power to destroy the world, right?
なんでだよ。引き金にはならないし、世界滅亡もしないっつうの。
What? It doesn't have the power to do anything, let alone destroy the damn world.
にゃに世界滅亡しちゃうのかにゃ
What's this, Nia? The world's gonna be destroyed, Nia? Far is bringing my omelette rice. She's doing her cat-like gestures while keeping her tray balanced in one hand. True failing agility. Despite her Nia nonsense, Ferris is the consummate professional.
ご主人様お待たせしましたにゃんにゃオムライスにゃ
Master, thanks for waiting, Nia. Omelette rice, Nia? The cat killer puts the omelette rice on the table and then takes a bottle of ketchup from her punch pocket. She used it to write "The world is doomed" in the red letter upon the omelette's blank yellow canvas.
世界
Qué buena
滅亡
pinta
の上
tienen,
に
¿verdad?
どうぞ召し上がれ
Please enjoy your meal before the world
世界
ends.
がやばいきたフェイリスさんの丸文字の可愛さで僕もやばい
What? The world is doomed for the win. Faris's handwriting is so cute it puts my omelette in danger too. It appears the cuteness has shattered Darius' sanity. I give him a look that says calm down, but to no avail. I smooth out the ketchup with the bottom of my spoon, erasing the ketchup words.
ああもったいない
Oh, what a waste. I'm going to eat it anyway.
ダルニャンダルニャンフェイリス杯の件考えてくれたかにゃ
Darunian, have you considered participating in the first group, Nia?
ああもちろん僕も参加します
Yeah, of course I'm participating.
フェイリス杯なんだそれは
For this cup? What's that? I take a mouthful of omelette rice.
次の日曜日にこの店でライネットの大会をやるのにゃ
Next Sunday, we're hosting a rainet tournament at the cafe, Nia. First, starts dancing in place. I'd prefer she not jumping around like that when people are eating nearby.
フェイリスはその幹事である実行委員長つまり言い出しっぺなのにゃ
Faris is the event organizer. It's all my idea, Nia.
よかったら今日も参加するにゃ参加費はドリンク込みで1000円フェイリスに勝てた人には商品として手作り料理を振る舞うにゃ
You can participate too if you want, Kyoma. Entrance fee is 100 yen and includes a drink. Whoever beats Faris gets to enjoy some of Faris' home cooking, yeah?
無理無理オカリンはライネットには詳しくないんだ
It'll never happen. Okay, sucks at Rainet.
面白いのに
Yeah, but it's so fun.
いいんだ俺
No, I'm fine. I stop shoveling the omelette rice into my mouth. Then I deliver a melancholy sigh.
ライネットアクセスバトラーズかその名を聞くたびチャンピオンだったあいつのことを思い出せ
La campeona es Mayuri, cero dudas. Rainet Access Battlers, huh? Whenever I heard that name, I remembered the former champion. Has it already been 2 years?
いやなんでもない今のは忘れてくれ
No, it's nothing. Forget what I said.
にゃにゃすっごく思わせぶりな態度だったのにゃあいつって誰にゃ
Nya, that sounds so serious, Nya. Who was the former champion, Nya?
多分存在しないんじゃねライネットって公式大会が始まったのは1年前ぐらいだし
Ah, vale, es mentira. He probably doesn't exist. I mean, Rainet didn't even have official tournaments until about a year ago.
今日もあの人のことまだ忘れられないのかにゃ
Kyoma, you still can't forget him, can you, Nya?
は
What?
確かにあの頃あの人フェイリスのお兄ちゃんとキョウマはとっても仲が良くてフェイリスの
Esto es para inventarse mierda, esto es loco. I remember that you and the champion, my brother, were such good friends, Kyoma. You were so close it made me jealous, Nya. Damn it, she took my story and ran with it again. I never even said anything about him being her brother. Hell, I don't know if Faris even has siblings. I shouldn't have talked about stuff like this in front of Faris.
でもいい加減思い出にばかりすがるのはやめるにゃ。
But it's time to let go of the past. Seize the day with your own paws. Her shot resounding through the store, her fingers snapped at me.
フェイリスは辛くても辛いからこそお兄ちゃんの意志を継いでライネッターになったんだにゃ。
Even though it's painful, no, because it's painful. I succeeded my brother's dying wish and perfected my skills at Rainetter. Nya!
覚えてるかな、お兄ちゃんがいつも言ってた言葉、いつかライネットで世界に平和をもたらそうって。
Do you remember, Nya? He always used to say, someday, let's bring peace to the world with Rainet.
フェイリス、コーヒー持ってきて。
Faris, bring me my coffee.
にゃにゃ。
Nya nya? I present my empty plate to Faris. I always eat quickly. It's a bad habit I picked up naturally during my years on the run from the organization. Screw the slow for a cent.
かしこまりましたにゃ。少々お待ちください。
Sure thing, master. Just a moment, yeah? Faris takes the dish and heads back to the kitchen. Phew! If I let things go on as they were, I would have to play along for another 10 minutes in her fantasy world.
フェイリスさんは知る人ぞ知る実力派ライネッターなんだぜ。
Faris is one of the most skilled Rainetters I know. That explains with a wry smile.
非公式の野良試合では400戦無敗なのさ。
She's gone undefeated in over 400 unofficial matches.
ヒクソンかよ。
Is she Rickson Grace? That ignores my perfect retort.
フェイリスさんが公式大会に出ないのが残念だよ。出れば優勝間違いなしなのに。
It's so disappointing that Faris doesn't go to official tournaments. She'd win if she did, no doubt.
なんで出ないんだ？
Why doesn't she?
この店のご主人様たちを第一に考えてるってことっしょ。店に迷惑をかけてまで大会には出ないってスタンス？メイドの鏡だろマジで。
I'm sure it's for the customers. She probably doesn't want to convince the store. Truly a model maid.
それにマユシと同い年だから学校も行かなきゃいけないだろうし。
Also, she's my Yoshi's age, so she probably has a school too.
店に迷惑かけないと言っておきながら、フェイリス杯なるものを店で開くのか？
She doesn't want to convince the store, yet she's holding the Faris Cup here?
細けいことはいいんだよ。
That doesn't matter at all.
とりあえずフェイリスさんは可愛い。可愛いは正義。猫耳ロリメイドはけしからん。性的な意味で。それでいいだろう。
The point is, Faris is cute, and cuteness is justice. Cute catcher maids are sweet, if you know what I mean. And that's all that matters, right?
お前は結局、2次元派なのか3次元派なのか、どちらなのだ？
So in the end, did you bet for the 2D team or the 3D team?
あえて言おう。倍であると。
I dare say I'm bi.
いろいろとフリーダムだな。だろう。
Your inspiration, Daru.
よく言われます。さあせん。
I know, I'm just too awesome. Daru usually doesn't show enthusiasm for anything. The exceptions are Moe and Faris. I wish he were passionate about our experiments. Un mail, nos ha llegado un mail. De Faris. Sí, bueno, solo pueden llegar mails. The final battle is close at hand, yeah? You're more protected than I thought, yeah? So now you understand what's at stake. The Red Southern Cross will soon hatch, yeah? The time has come for Faris to journey to the sanctuary and prepare for... I can say no more, yeah? Solo quiere ir al santuario. I see. So the holders of the original sin, those who like me were born of Prototype 13, have begun to assemble in Akiba, guided by the star that we alone can see. The time is right. What are you talking about? Will you quit testing me with this mockery? Impossible. You mean it's already awakening? It's 50 years earlier than I predicted. What does this mean? Este es más meta. Este es más molón. El largo. Vale. I had to pull down our waste from Friday, so we could return to the lab. We are to find it hotter than a sauna in hell. Estoy por guardar aquí parar, un ratillo, a ver. Save. Llevamos 2.48. Ahora llevamos 4. Va, lo vamos a dejar aquí, yo creo. Yo creo que esta es buena para dejarla. Vamos a hacer un quick save también. Y vamos a dejarlo aquí, en el cambio de escena. Me gusta dejarlo en el cambio de escena porque así, cuando volvamos, se puede como paliar. Me ha gustado mucho más esta. Esta siento que ha habido como más avance con lo de John Titor y la chavala esta y toda la pesca. Me ha gustado. Nos vemos, chat. Adiós.